fascinating to see how people used to live years and years ago.
Beamish. It's a funny sort of name for a museum place, isn't it? I like it, though. It sounds sort of, smiley.
How do you mean, smiley?
Well, beaming is another word for smiling, isn't it? So, if you feel like smiling, you could say, I feel very beamish today.
Well, I suppose you could. And I must say, I feel very beamish at the thought of looking around Beamish.
I feel a bit beamish as well.
Well, none of you feel beamish if you should happen to bump into my brother.
Mossop, don't be such an old grumpy face. I know you only agreed to come looking for Glossop for my sake, but I'm sure you'll be glad if we do find him. Do you think we will?
I hope not.
Then why did you agree to come?
Because, Tiddleup, I thought it would be a good idea for you to get out and about in the world and see a few things. If we should happen to bump into Glossop, then so be it. But I wouldn't count on that.
I think Mossop's right. I mean, Beamish is a big place, isn't it? And we don't even know for certain that the Glossop is here. But doesn't mean that we can't enjoy having a look round, does it?
Of course we can. Go on, let's go and see what we can see.
Ecky thump! I've never seen a riddler hole that big before.
That is a mine, Mossop.
Yours, Marjorie? No, it can't be yours. You don't own it, do
I
you?
didn't say that it was mine. I said that it was a mine. A place where they dig for coal.
Coal?
Yes. Oh, look. This is coal. You burn it on the fire and they dig it out of the ground in a mine, like that one.
Are you sure it is a mine, Marjorie? Because if it was a riddler hole, then Glossop might be living down there.
Oh, Glossop, Glossop, Glossop. When will we ever hear the end? All right, Tiddleup, if Glossop's to be found, I'll find him.
Mossop! No, don't go down. Mossop! Mossop!
Oh, I'd better go and get him.
Mossop! 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 Come back! Mossop! Hey, Mossop!
Oh dear, where am I? Glossop! Glossop! Oh! Came out and hit me, that did. By heck, it's a fair size, is this? Must have been a big riddler what made it. If it is a riddler hole, that is. Ow!
Mossop!
You see, Tiddleup, I told you it was a mine. Are people allowed to go down there?
Of course they are, but they must wear a helmet before they go underground.
Oh dear, Mr. Grimley and Mossop weren't wearing a helmet. Hope they'll be all right.
Did people really go down there and dig coal in the olden days?
Yes, from the 1850s onwards.
1850s, that's a long time ago.
Yes, about 140 years ago.
And how did they get out the coal?
Well, the men used to dig the coal out using hand picks and later on compressed air picks. And in 1913 they were using a lot of explosives underground.
Didn't children work down the mines as well as adults?
Yes, the children worked down the mines when they were 13-year-old. And they would work as pony drivers.
Hey up! That sounds like just the job for me, that does.
Mossop, what have you been doing?
Blundering into things in the dark, that's what he's been doing. I don't think you'd have made a very good miner, Mossop.
I don't think you'd have enjoyed it much. It was very dirty, hard and dangerous work, wasn't it?
Yes, it was very dirty and gloomy down there. And the men only had candles for to say with the oil lamps.
Well, I don't know whether I'd like to work down there, but I'd certainly like to live down there.
Oh, Mossop, how could you say that? I couldn't think of anything worse than to live down a dirty, dark, dingy mine.
That's because you don't like the dark like what I do, Marjorie. Me, I love the dark. Shall I sing you a song about it? I love the dark, the dark appeals to me. A place that's gloomy, lovely and roomy, homely as can be. Darkness makes me cheerful, happy as a lark. Sunshine's okay, but I have to say that I prefer the dark.
I know why you prefer the dark. In the dark, nobody can see how dirty you are.
Oh, ha.
is as soon as we can, I think you should have a good wash, Mossop.
Oh, you fuss too much, Marjorie. You can't go exploring a mine without getting a little bit dirty. And I explored that mine very thoroughly. No sign of Glossop, though, I'm pleased to say.
Well, if he is at Beamish, he must be living somewhere.
Do you think he could be over there? Shall we go and have a look?
No, I don't...
Come on.
All right.
This must be where the miners live with their families, I suppose.
Doesn't look very comfortable.
Gosh, life was hard. I mean, they didn't have lots of the things that we take for granted in our houses.
Like what, Marjorie?
Well, for one thing, they couldn't just turn on the tap and have running hot water. All of the water had to be heated up on the fire here.
Hey, it looks as though they used that fire for cooking as well. Look, there's an oven built into it just
Be
there.
careful, Mossop, it's very hot. And look at your hands. You are filthy. You must get a wash.
Oh, you're fussing again, aren't you, Marjorie?
No, she's not. You do need a wash. Trouble is, I haven't seen a bathroom anywhere in this house.
Ah, that's because there isn't one. And no inside toilet either. That's out in the yard.
You make it sound very grim, Marjorie. But they must have had their fun as well. I mean, you can imagine the whole family sitting round the open fire of an evening, banging their drum.
Drum?
Yeah? What do you think this is, Marjorie? Look!
That isn't a drum. Well, look, you sit in it, Mossop, and I'll show you what it is.
Sit in it? You ever heard of anybody sitting in a drum? Well then, what's supposed to happen? I must say I feel right daft sitting in this here drum.
You mean bath.
Eh?
People in these houses had to have their bath in front of the kitchen fire. The miners found it an excellent way for washing off the coal dust. And I think you will too.
Marjorie, you wouldn't.
Wouldn't
You
I?
wouldn't. You horror! You have...
Mr. Grimley?
No, not the scrubbing brush, anything but that! No! I'll get you for this glossop!